Hey guys, so I just bought something really cool that I'm really excited about. It was a little pricey, but I bought a game-used NFL football from the Packers-Colts game from Sunday. Just got here. I'm opening it up now, and what the Before we get to the content, please be sure to like and subscribe to help the channel grow and turn on those notifications so that you don't miss an upload. Hey guys, I'm Seattle Mike on the mic. It's Tuesday night, probably means Wednesday morning because it takes forever to edit these videos. Either way, it's time for the winners and losers of week 2, where we pick a winner and a loser from each game. No, not based on the scoreboard. That would be really obvious. And because we love this beautiful city of Seattle so much, we're going to start there. Winners, Seattle sports fans, don't look now, but the Seahawks are currently 2-0, and the Mariners are only 2 games back of making a wild card spot. Losers, Seattle Mariners fans, because you just know that the Mariners are doing the same thing they do every year. They're doing just enough to get our hopes up in mid to late September, and they're going to blow it in the last 3 games. I'm not going to fall for it this time. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to get my hopes up for the Mariners. Come on, let's go, Mariners. We got this, baby. Let's go. Want to know who the real loser is? Fox Sports. So Fox had the Seahawks-Patriots game on Sunday in Foxboro, where the Patriots are celebrating the 10-year anniversary of the worst Super Bowl of all time. Sucks so bad, hurts so bad. But they're celebrating the 10-year anniversary of the Super Bowl where they beat the Seahawks. And in case you don't remember, actually, you definitely remember. Here's the fucking clip. I know you remember it. Malcolm Butler picks off Russell Wilson. Patriots win. I got very drunk that night. So here we are 10 years later. Malcolm Butler rings the Taco Bell to open up the game. Tom Brady is an analyst for Fox. Tom Brady could call this game. He could talk about that Super Bowl. You know his daddy, Robert Kraft, would be more than happy to come up to the booth and hang with them in the Fox booth for a little bit during the game, talk about Tom, talk about the Patriots, talk about the dynasty, all of that stuff. This could have been an awesome broadcast for Patriots fans and non-Seahawks fans. As a Seahawks fan, thank God the executives at Fox that make decisions are a bunch of dumb dummies. You guys have Tom Brady on staff, and you didn't assign him to a game celebrating a Super Bowl he won. You guys have Tom Brady on staff, and not only has he played with the current quarterback of the Patriots, but he also played with the current head coach of the Patriots, Gerard Mayo. They were teammates. And instead of giving him the Patriots game here, which makes nothing but the most sense, you guys give him 3 Cowboys games in a row? You guys know that Tom Brady isn't Troy Aikman, right? Winner, the Miami-Dade Police Department. They didn't arrest a single Dolphins player ahead of their home Thursday night game last week.
I'm by winning.
The Dolphins are playing here in Seattle this week. Don't worry, Seahawks fans. I already called SPD. The entire starting lineup is going to County Sunday afternoon. Go Hawks. Loser, Mike McDaniel's wife. It really sucks to have to watch your husband kiss another man on national television. L for love. Winner, every Alvin Kamara fantasy football owner. Kamara in most leagues got you around 40 to 46 points. If you played Alvin Kamara this week and you still managed to lose your game, your team sucks. Loser, all of us that were exposed to Derek Carr rubbing his peen. Winner, Chef Mayfield, who is currently 2-0 in what's been a surprisingly competitive division early in the year here. Baker Mayfield is currently tied for the most touchdown passes in the league right now. You know who he's tied with, by the way? Derek Carr. By the way, you know who the starting quarterbacks of the NFC South is right now? It's Baker Mayfield, Derek Carr, Kirk Cousins, and Andy Dalton. What year is it? Loser? I feel bad for this one, but Detroit Lions players. Look, I would have said this loss is big time on Jared Goff. He had some ugly interceptions in this game. But after the game, the coach said it was on him.
Their coach cost him. Their head coach cost them this one. 100% on me.
So I'm going to let Dan Campbell take this one. Winner, Joe Flacco. Sure, Colts are 0-2 right now, but your starting quarterback looks like flaming poo-poo. So there's a pretty good chance that Joey F's going to get some play time, I'd say in the next week or 2. Loser, Josh Myers' tummy and Malik Willis's arm. In case you didn't get the joke at the open of this video, check out this play. Green Bay Packers center Josh Myers vomits on the football before snapping it to quarterback Malik Willis. Head coach Matt LaFleur, what did you see on that play?
I asked Malik why he didn't throw the ball on that 3rd down, and he told me that Josh threw up on the ball. I was like, That's the first time I've ever heard that.
You know, Willis should have thrown this ball anyways. Even if it's an ugly ball, he can't quite grip it because it's, covered in, mine's got ramen juice all over it now. Even if he can't quite grip the ball because it's covered in Josh Myers' stomach acid, as if you could just heave it somehow in the direction of one of your receivers. If I'm a cornerback and I see that ball coming at me, vomit spewing all over the place off this football, I don't think I'm going up and touching this thing. I got to be honest. I might let them have this completion. In fact, now that I think about it, maybe it was a strategy by the Packers. Their strategy is make the ball so disgusting that the other team doesn't even want to touch it. You think this was bad? Vomit ball was just phase one. Next week, we're hitting Taco Bell before the game. Explosive diarrhea ball. Let's f***ing go. Winner, Aaron Rodgers with the technicality.
What does first one suggest?
Technically my second. We all know that. Somehow that first one counts. 4 important plays. Yeah.
Loser, Aaron Rodgers' forehead. Because when he got that injury last year, he never got a kiss from his head coach to make it better. Poor guy. Winner, this referee. Look at this play. The ref outruns Justin Jefferson, reverses to stay out of the way, hits us with the spin move. That's B on the Xbox controller, square on the PlayStation. I mean, this is the best referee play in NFL history. He keeps his eyes on the play the whole way through. The NFL should sell referee number 2 jerseys in honor of this great, tremendous athlete that we just watched on this play. Loser, the Jets, Panthers, and 49ers, all of whom had Sam Darnold and either couldn't win with him in the case of the Jets and the Panthers, or couldn't hang on to him in the case of the 49ers. Right now, Sam Darnold is second for the most touchdown passes. He's 4th in QBR, ahead of the current quarterbacks of all of his former teams, and he's in the top 10 in passing yards and completion percentage. Sammy Dimes is back, baby. Winner, Andy Dalton, who is finally going to get the chance to start a game in Carolina, something he was promised when he got there. Loser, the worst trade ever debate. It's changed 3 times this year alone. Over the summer, the worst trade ever was the Broncos trading for Russell Wilson, which that trade alone has changed narratives already. At the time that trade happened, it was the worst trade ever for the Seahawks. How do you get rid of your franchise quarterback? How do you get rid of the guy that took you to 2 Super Bowls? You guys are so stupid. The Broncos are Super Bowl contenders now. Then, just a few months later, it became the worst trade ever because the Broncos traded Drew Lock, Shelby Harris, Noah Fant, 2 firsts, 2 seconds, and a 5th for Russell Wilson and a 4th just for him to have the worst season of his career. And now the Broncos are currently paying Russell Wilson $37.8 million to play for another team. But then we get to week 1 of this year, and the worst trade ever was Deshaun Watson. Remember, the Browns traded 3 first-round picks, a 3rd-round pick, and 2 4th-round picks for Deshaun Watson, and they had to give him the first fully guaranteed $230 million contract in NFL history. Since that trade was made 2 seasons ago, Watson has only started 14 games. And now that the Panthers have benched Bryce Young, now that trade is the worst trade ever because the Panthers traded 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, and DJ Moore for the first pick overall in 2023 that became Bryce Young, who is now their backup. Winner, every NFL fan, because Minshew Mania is back, baby. Minshew has brought his mania to 4 different cities in the last 6 years. Loser, John Harbaugh, who is the losingest Harbaugh in the NFL right now. Having said that, of all the 0-2 teams, the Ravens, Bengals, Jaguars, Titans, Broncos, Giants, Panthers, and Rams, I think the Ravens have the least reason for concern. They lost their season opener by a toe, and look, they fell victim to Minshew Mania, baby. I mean, they're not the first team, and they won't be the last. Winner, Marvin Harrison Jr., who silenced a lot of fanatics who gave him a lot of poop after his week 1 performance where he only caught 1 ball for 3 yards. Losers, Arizona Cardinals fans, who still can't buy Marvin Harrison Jr. jerseys or play as him on Madden because he's currently in a dispute with Fanatics, which is stopping him from signing his NFLPA licensing agreement that would allow for him to be in Madden and would allow for his jersey to get sold. So, sucks to be a Marvin Harrison Jr. fan. Winner, Justin Fields, who is currently 2-0 despite losing the offseason quarterback competition, which kind of makes him like the winningest loser ever. I can't think of another situation where coming into a season, there was a quarterback competition on a team and a quarterback loses that competition, but then starts the first 2 games of the year and wins the first 2 games of the year. I mean, it's getting to a certain point where, hey, it's good to be Justin Fields, baby. Loser, Russell Wilson and his calf, because the longer that calf injury takes for Russell to recover, and if Fields keeps playing well and keeps getting them wins, no matter how ugly they are, as long as he's winning, it gets harder and harder to put Russell Wilson into the game once he's healthy. Winner, Houston Texan Alshire, who got away with a closed fist punch at Chicago Bear Roshan Johnson. Loser, Alshire's fist. I'll never understand punching a man wearing a helmet. Like, it's gonna hurt your hand a lot more than it's gonna hurt his head. Winner, Younghoe Koo, who made a very crucial point after that gave the Falcons the lead after they got a 15-yard taunting penalty. Loser, this referee. I guess the issue is that celebrations involving a gun, maybe that's a problem, but it's kind of weird to get a taunting penalty or an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty when he's around only his teammates. It's only his teammates that are around him. So it's kind of hard to get unsportsmanlike conduct when I'm not doing anything to anyone else. Not to mention, do we know it was a gun? It could have been fireworks. Could have been a sprinkler. Could have been. There's a lot of things it could have been. I mean, common sense is yes, shooting down the birds. So the Eagles, which is weird from a Falcons player, right? Like, you guys are also birds. Got birds killing birds here. But whatever. That's winners and losers of week 2. I'm Seattle Mike on the mic. I'll catch you guys next time. Later.